started. Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to the Freelance Marketing Ninja Show. I'm your host, Eric Stephenson, coming at you live from Salt Lake City, Utah. This is episode number 35 of the Freelance Marketing Ninja Show. Yes, it is 35. Oh, I remember when I was 35. That was a good year. Anyways, I was just chatting with my wife about what I might talk about on today's show, and she reminded me of a story that I just feel like I need to share with you. So, early on in my freelance marketing career, there was an online mindset workshop, I guess, or boot camp. Really, boot camp's probably the better word because it was like I think it was 12 weeks of weekly calls about mindset and some exercises. And some of the exercises that we needed to do involved affirmations. And as you know, affirmations are where you take something that maybe isn't true. Definitely, when you start an affirmation, you want to pick something that isn't true, but you want to manifest that in your life, or you want to transform yourself into uh, what that affirmation is. So, two steps that you need to do with the affirmations to manifest them. First is repetition, say them a lot. And the second one is to deliver them with emotion. That's what we learned, anyways, in this boot camp class. So, I would get up in the morning before my wife got up and before Owen, my son, got up. And I think he was, I don't know, maybe two at the time. And I would be delivering my affirmations with as much gusto as I could muster, right? And I would be up yelling, I am going to attract the success I want in life, or whatever it was. I can't recall as like a specific affirmation, or one of them was, I eat obstacles for breakfast. that was definitely one of them. So the joke was that my wife was always sitting outside of the room I was in, like laughing at me because I was trying to manufacture the emotion and the excitement about these affirmations. And so, not too long after that, we were reading a story to our then 2-year-old. We used to read bedtime stories to him. Now we just let him watch TV before bed. But we used to read bedtime stories to him every night. And there was a book called I'm a Little Dump Truck. And every page starts with I'm a little dump truck. And just once I had to try delivering, I'm a little dump truck with as much gusto and emotion as I was delivering my affirmations. I'm a little dump truck. And I don't know, that was a fun memory in our family. Anyways, reason I share that, again, this is a show. I'm supposed to be somewhat entertaining sometimes. So I might try out jokes on you. I might play music for you sometimes. I might try to keep it slightly entertaining. Hopefully that's okay. But let's get serious and dive, first of all, into the beginner tip of the day. This is the beginner tip of the day. This is for you if you're brand spanking new to freelance marketing or affiliate marketing or whatever it is you call it, digital marketing. and maybe you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you're overwhelmed and there's just too much information, these are little tips designed to help you get further. And today's tip comes out of a book. I've been listening to this audiobook as I work out in the morning. It's called Psycho Cybernetics, and it's a classic mindset book written by a doctor, right? Or like it's actually a plastic surgeon writing about mindset and psychology. It's pretty weird, but when you get into the book, it makes a lot of sense. So, one of the things that he shares, the book has a lot to do with visualization, right? So, he really talks about thinking about a win or a victory in your life. And this is why it's important. If you find yourself feeling frustrated or feeling stuck or overwhelmed, and you're just focusing on failure, you're focusing on, I can't do this, and that's where your brain is focusing, you need a shift in your perception, right? Or else you're not going to be able to move forward as easily. So, what I recommend you do, based off of what I learned in this book, is that you step back for a minute and you kind of disengage from that thought. You want to disengage from the image of failure in your mind, because that is partially making it more difficult for you to complete the task that you're trying to complete. And instead, just think about a small win. It doesn't have to be huge, right? It could be you were a kid and you learned how to tie your shoes. And remember how that felt. Remember, when you were 5 and you learned how to tie your shoes, if you have that memory, how that felt. And that will shift your mindset into one where you're starting from a win instead of coming from a place of failure, coming from a place of I can't do this. You're now coming from a place of I can accomplish anything. If I can tie my shoe, I can accomplish anything. And then just see how that works out for you. See if that makes it easier for you, and share your results with me. I'd love to hear what your results are. Anyways, that was the beginner tip of the day. Switched it around. I'm doing the beginner tip of the day earlier now. I think that makes a little more sense. Don't you think? Since the show really is for people who are just getting started. That's my target audience, so to speak. Anyways, let's dive into some ninja tactics about your email list. These are definitely things designed to help you sell more from your emails. And I'm just going to briefly describe some of these. If you're interested in trying to implement some of these and you need additional help, the place I learned these is Full Stack Marketer. I'm going to place a link in the comments if you would like to get started there, and you'll get a lot more support, and you'll get a lot more coaching on actually how to implement these tactics. But just to kind of show you some of the things that you can do. All right. This is something I've talked about before on this show. At least I believe I have. And this is something that I do. Typically, when I have a new subscriber to my email list, they will receive 7 days or so of autoresponders, maybe between 5 and 10. And I usually try to gauge like what the open rate is on those autoresponders. Usually they start to drop off around day 7, and you might go from a 25% opt-in rate to like an 11% opt-in rate on day 8. It's really kind of freaky how that happens. So you want to keep your open rates high, because when your open rates are high, your email reputation is better, and that makes it so more people receive your emails. Well, so starting on day 7, people no longer receive like a sequence of emails. They receive the daily emails that I'm sending out, writing and sending every day to the majority of my list, right? So I alternate between a week of value-based emails and promotional-based emails. So for the value-based emails, usually I'm sharing I could share a blog post. Usually I'm sharing videos, usually of I'm doing a lot of videos myself, so I might share one of the video that I've made. I might share a video that somehow supports the upcoming promotion without really being very salesy. It's just something that supports that somebody else made. Or if there's maybe something that I really think is valuable, I might actually just write a long story. Don't really do that anymore because I want people to typically either click on a link in the email or send me a reply, depending on what I'm trying to do. The reason I alternate though between value and promotional sequences is that if you're just promoting stuff all the time, you're just always hitting them with the next promotion, and especially if you have any kind of urgency in your promotions, then your list gets fatigued faster. And as I shared yesterday, one of the most important metrics to you as a marketer is called LCV, your lifetime customer value. And your goal with an email list is to build a relationship with a subscriber. You want somebody who's opening your emails for maybe years to come, because as they really get to know you and begin to know you and like you and trust you, KLT, uh, they're much more willing to give you a chance to become a customer, right? So alternating value between promotional sequences helps you do that. It helps people stay engaged over the long term instead of having them burn out over 90 days. So definitely, I recommend this. Okay, tip number 2. You can, even as an affiliate marketer, when you're promoting other people's products, you can create your own offers using bonuses. You can add bonuses to people on your email list for taking action before a certain time. That allows you to create urgency around your offers, meaning that if you buy this by Sunday at midnight, then you also get this other cool thing. Yeah, I'm going to give you this other cool thing just for taking action, being a fast action taker before that time, right? That actually allows you to make your offer more valuable. It distinguishes you from every other marketer that might be promoting exactly the same offer or the same affiliate offer, because now you're adding something else that people get, for the same price. You're adding additional value. So where might you go get these bonuses? I mean, you can definitely create them. That is probably the hard way. Although that also might give you a better relationship if it's something that you've built and you've got your own branding and videos and your own pictures and stuff in there. That helps you to definitely create more value with your customers. But there are sites out there that you can buy content that has private label rights. You can just do a web search for PLR and find places that you can purchase something, like an ebook for, in some cases, of like $4 or $5 or even $10, depending on the site you get it from, where you have the rights to go in and edit the document, make it your own, and make it appear as you created it, right? So you can get a private label book and add that as a bonus. Maybe you buy it once for $10, and you can use that over and over and over and over again as a free bonus, or even as a lead magnet, right? For new subscribers, hey, sign up for my email list and you get this cool ebook. All right, that's creating your own offers with bonuses. Advanced segmentation. So I talked about how I am, sending newsletters to my list right after that initial 7 days. Well, part of what I do is I only email people on newsletters that are proven to open my emails, because if I'm not emailing a segment of people who never open. That keeps my open rates higher. A bigger percentage of the people I'm sending emails to are going to continue to open those emails. So that's one segment that I believe I've talked about on this show before. But there's other segments of your list that you can create. And one of the things that I like to think about when I'm talking to a prospective customer is how far along they've been in the journey, right? You want to, if somebody is aware of your product and maybe somebody's even aware of your offer, right? You want to talk to that person very differently than somebody that you're just trying to help them understand why they might need your offer, or even like understand the problem that they have, with which they may not really be thinking about. Very different conversation depending on somebody's level of awareness. So with ooh, we had a, a little error there, a little slip up. So what I'm saying here is that if you can create a segment of your list of people who've clicked recently on the links in your email, and you can have a very different conversation with somebody who's clicked on a link where you had an offer that you're making, versus somebody who hasn't clicked at all. In fact, you can target the people who haven't clicked, and I've used this email before and said, hey, I noticed you've been opening these emails, but I know you haven't clicked. What's up with that? And that sometimes that just kind of calling people out can be the thing that gets them to click and look more in depth into something, especially if you're offering the benefits that they want. But also by targeting people who've actually clicked on your offer, like I say, very different conversation. They are more of a hot prospect and closer to actually being closed. One of the things that you can offer them is this next thing. You can get those people on the phone because they've recently looked at what your affiliate offer is, right? And they were definitely interested based off of a previous email you got them to click on something. So if you can offer those people a chance to get on the phone with you, you have an opportunity to close them and get more affiliate sales. Now, I realize that the marketing for affiliate marketing and all of the literature says, well, you don't have to get people on the phone, and you don't, but if you do, you might make more sales. So that's my ninja email list tactics. Hope you got some value out of that. Hope you got some value out of today's show. Drop comments below. Let me know if you did. And that's all for today. We'll catch you on a future edition of the Freelance Marketing Ninja Show. Take care.